Okay, this video is looking at the order of operations worksheet. So you should recognize that this top rectangle covers the key ideas that you've been asked to put into your bound reference. So basically it's talking about, well, the order that we do things. So we always do brackets first. Okay, so if you see anything in brackets, we do that first. So you can see in this example here, we would do the 2 plus 3 before we do anything else. Then we do multiplication and division next. Okay, so we've got the 4 times, and this is 5, and then the 12 divided by 6. Okay, so it doesn't matter. See, that one's second, that one's third, but it's the same order. You can do it that one second, that one third, but basically we work left to right. So it would be silly to do this one before this one here. And then lastly, addition or subtraction. And that's all you need to remember is anything in brackets, we hug it first. Okay, we give it a big hug, do it first. Then we do any multiplication or division. And then lastly, we do addition and subtraction. So in question 1, we just have to state whether it's true or false for each of the following. So basically, you have an expression. So for A, you have 2 plus 6 times 4. And it's saying that we should do 2 plus 6 first. Well, that's the addition. In this expression, we also have a multiplication. So we should do the multiplication first. So for this one here, let's just, come on, it would be false. I'm trying to write small. Okay, so false because we would do this multiplication first. Okay, so remember, multiplication comes before addition. All right, in question B, 9 minus 4 times 2, we would do the 9 minus 4 first. So this is the subtraction. We also have in this expression a multiplication. So we do the multiplication first. So this one here is false. For question C, now hopefully I see 2. Oh no, is that a division? I think that might be a division. It's a bit hard to see. I'm just going by the size of it. So it's saying that we would do the 12 divided by 3 first, and that is true, okay, because division comes before addition. Okay, so we would do 12 divided by 3 is 4, then 6 plus 4 is 10. All right, when we work through the others, okay, so here we've got 60 divided by 5 times 3. Okay, so you can do the division and then the multiplication, so that would be true. Okay, for E, we've got a set of brackets there, so consider that. I'm not going to give you the answer for E anymore. This one here tells you the answer, so is that true or false? And is H true or false? Now for question 2, this is where it requires you to actually do the sums or calculate the expression. So here we have 6 times 2 minus 1. Now I like to, if I see any multiplication or division, actually put in the brackets like that. And that just means that, okay, I can see that that is separate to everything else. I guess that is the important thing to do. Okay, so only add in brackets for those things that you need to do first. So the 6 times 2 is 12, and then we do the minus 1. Okay, for the next one, I can see a division. So, I do not know how that happened. Get rid of that, 12 minus 1. Okay, so 24 divided by 12, okay, I would do that first, and then I would do the 8 minus. So 24 divided by 12 is 2, so 8 minus 2, was it a plus? Plus 3. All right, here we have 4 times 9 divided by 6 times 2. Okay, so this looks a little bit messy. I would actually, okay, so the 4 times 9, I would actually write it out each time. So 4 times 9 is 36, and then we have divided by 6 times 2. All right, then 36 divided by 6 is 6, and then we have 6 times 2, and that is equal Okay, so working from left to right. All right, this one here, just put a bracket around the 88 divided by 8, and we also have a bracket here, 5 minus 4. The reason I put a bracket around that is because it's special, okay? We want to make sure we do that before we do anything else, or any subtraction or addition. Okay, and then in the last one, what have I got? 7 times 3. And then, oh, this one's a tricky one. Okay, because then you've got the 5 minus 1 divided by 2. So how about I clear all that writing and we actually look at E over here. Okay, so let's do question E over here. So we have 28. Okay, so 28 minus, now that's not multiplying or dividing anything, so I'm going to leave it there. Then we have the 7 times 3. You can do that since we're doing it all in one row, and because it's in between a plus and a minus, it doesn't really matter whether we do it now or later. Okay, so that's 21. Then we have brackets, so I'm going to do that as well. 5 minus 1, which is 4. And then I have divided by 2 plus 3. Now, I'm just going to change colour here because we still have a division in this expression. So remember, we give a big hug to anything that is divided or multiplied. Okay, so we need to keep that separate. All right, now I can do 28 minus 21, which is 7, plus 4 divided by 2, which is 2, and then plus 3. So your final answer is 12. Okay, so just take your time, do as much working out as you need to. Okay, you don't have to do everything in one line like I have, but that's basically your aim. You want to get, do it as quickly as possible. All right, let's move. Oops. Leo, where are we? Whoops, I think I went too far. I'm going the wrong way. Sorry. There we go. Okay, I was right the first time. So question 3, Max, Min, Al and Polly all worked out the following problem. Okay, so here we have a big expression and we've got all their different answers. Okay, so explain why each person obtained a different answer. Okay, because, well, how did Max get 14? Did he do it? Well, maybe work out what the correct answer is first. Maybe he did the 3 plus 6, which is 9, and then divided it by 3. Okay, so you need to think about each person. How did they get the answer? Which mistake did they make? Okay, and maybe none of them got it right, because question B is work out the problem to show the correct answer. So to answer this one here, instead of looking at each person separately, let's say, all right, someone did do that 3 plus 6 first. So it's 9 divided by 3 plus 5 minus 2. So what's that? 6. Okay, so that's Min's answer. So you can say here, Min made the mistake of adding 3 and 6 instead of doing, what is it, 6 divided by 3 first. Okay, so just showing a bit of understanding about the error that Min made. Okay, and you need to do the rest for Max, Al and Polly. So maybe someone did the takeaway first and then multiplied it by 2. Okay, so that I assume would probably be one of the answers. All right, question 4. Put brackets into these statements where necessary to make them true. Okay, so we have a what it's equal to. Okay, so we want it to be equal to 36. So we have 6 plus 6 times 3. Now, without the brackets, we would do this multiplication first, which is 18. So 6 plus 18 is 24, which is incorrect. So what if we put the brackets around the 6 plus 6? Okay, so 6 plus 6, I'll just rewrite it here, times 3. 6 plus 6 is 12. Then we multiply it by 3. And that's where you get the 36 from. So this question here just requires you to think about, well, okay, let's do the problem to see whether it's true, and it's probably not. Where can I put brackets in to make them true? Okay, and obviously as you get to B, C, and D, they are going to get harder, but it just requires you to, try a few different things, maybe think about it in your head before you start. If you've got a low number like this 6, you need to think about where the brackets will go to give you a low number. All right, and also here I can see 5 divided by 2, which is 2.5, and my answer is a whole number, so I probably wouldn't have brackets around that division. These are things you need to think about when answering this question. All right, and lastly, question 5, replace each star with one of the 4 operations, plus, minus, times, or divide, to make the equation true. Okay, so what do we need to put here? Now 2 plus something equals 9. Okay, so 2 plus 7 equals 9. So how do I make this equal to 7? So 21, I'll write it over here. We want, so it's 2 plus 21 something, 3 equals 9. Now for this to equal 9, we want this part to be 7. So how do we get 21 and 3 to equal 7? We put in a division sign. So 21 divided by 3 is equal to 7. Okay, so this part here, if we put a division sign there, is equal to 7. Okay, and that's what question 5 requires you to do. So hopefully now you can answer your homework sheet. Okay, it does require a bit of thinking, and do work with your parents if you need some help, or ask Miss Kay on Mrs. Kukowska on Monday.